What's up, YouTube? I want to give my quick thoughts on Madden 23. I'm going to touch on a little bit of gameplay. I'm going to touch on the presentation. And that's probably all I'm going to touch on because I don't really play any other game modes. And the reason why I don't play those game modes is because I don't like MUT, because I don't believe in building up your team to be stronger than your opponents to give you an edge to win. I think that is that's the weakest philosophy ever. And I can expect something like that in today's world. You know what I mean? Everybody, a participation award type, a participation award type of society that we live in now. Everybody gets a chance. You know what I mean? Even if somebody is smarter than the next person, that's the dumber person gets the chance. You know what I mean? And I just think that is, some of the craziest logic, ever. But, that's just what it is, man. Just to preserve people's feelings. Just to preserve people's feelings, bro. That we live in a world like this. But anyways, when it comes to Madden and the gameplay, it's much better than what it used to be. I mean, you really have to think before you make a move. There's no money plays. That's not happening. You might be able to pull it off once. But if you playing against somebody who know what they're doing, it's not happening again. It's just not happening again. There's no more plays that can't be stopped kind of crap. That's what I see right now. I know it's only like 3-4 days in, but from what I'm seeing, the logic that I'm seeing in the AI defensively, there's none of that stuff. There's no more snapping the ball, running directly out the pocket, and none of that stuff. There's no more, bombing it out because with the money play, right? When you got the one receiver running, a slot receiver running a post up the middle, all of that, and meanwhile your quarterback got 10 years to throw the football. Like none of that's happening this year. Now your quarterback literally got 3 to 5 seconds, and 5 seconds is actually generous. You getting rid of that football. If not, you're gonna get sacked. That's how it's supposed to be. No more holding the football. No more running straight out of the pocket. No more straight line pockets, whatever that is. It's no more of that, which is amazing. The break on the football once the ball is released out of the quarterback's hands, corrected. DBs is making breaks on the football. Matchups. You could put a linebacker up a wide receiver in previous Maddens, and the linebacker will literally run with the wide receiver. Literally. I mean, route, no matter the route. It could be a shake and bake. It could be a out route. I seen an out route ran on a receiver from a receiver on a linebacker, and the linebacker cleats was in the field. Like he lost his kneecaps, his cleats, everything was across the field, and the DB was wide open. That's how it's supposed to be. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. It wasn't like that before, but now it is. You will get penalized if you have the wrong personnel out on the field. You will get penalized, man. And if you ever decide that you want to, match up your linebackers up against wide receivers, you better be in a zone. You better not man up, or your linebacker go get cooked. That's how it's supposed to be. That's not how it used to be before. Throwing the football, you got more control than ever. And it sounds like I'm just trying to be like an advocate for Madden. But the truth is, I'm not. You can literally throw the football anywhere on the field that you want. It don't have to be tethered to the route, because the way Madden used to be was the football was only, you can only throw it according to the route, if that makes sense. Because if you don't, the AI will dumb out. The football will go it was awful. Not anymore. You can literally throw the ball wherever you want to throw it. I think that's beautiful. What else? As far as running the football, to me, I think it's much better. You have to be patient, hit your holes, everything. And you can be patient. You can actually select who you want to double team, who you want to double team, who you want to what linebacker you want picked up, all of that stuff. If they blitz the gap that you're trying to run through, you can actually be like, hey, get him because he's coming in the hole that I'm, the A gap that I'm running in. Get him. And he'll do it. He'll do it. Now, when it comes to stats and, abilities, I don't know how well he's going to block, but I would, to me so far, it's been pretty logical. You know what I mean? It's really been logical. So I think that works. A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. As far as the presentation is concerned, though, the presentation is weak. It's lazy, and by far it's the laziest out of all three major sports games. The presentation has been always the weakest. You know what I mean? Lazy, all of that stuff. So, it's definitely not worth the $60, $70. Madden is not worth, you know what? Hold up. I wanted to get something important out the way. So I had to make a quick edit to put it in the front of the video before I continue on with my, thoughts on Madden 23. But as far as like the gameplay, that's the best part about it. Presentation is the weakest part about it. Franchise and all that stuff. I don't really touch all of that stuff, so I don't know what kind of improvements was made. I don't play that. I only play sports games competitively, strictly competitive. Online, when I got friends over, or I'm over a friend's house, that's how I do it. Anything else, I don't really touch. So if you're looking for that, then I'm not gonna give you that because I don't play those modes. But what I will say is, no sports games are worth $70. I want to reiterate that. It's no sports games worth $70. And only sports nuts who play sports games will understand the logic of buying and playing sports games every year. If you don't play sports games every year, you won't understand. There's no way you can understand. It's not going to make sense to you, and it's okay. It's not supposed to make sense to you because you don't play the sports games every year. You don't play. But y'all do have legitimate arguments, so I won't argue them. You won't. And it's fair. They're fair arguments. But yeah, the same stuff that I see in a lot of these older sports games, no matter what game it is, Madden, 2K, and MLB, I see the same stuff. Like I said, I fired up a MLB The Show 13 on PS3, played it, and saw some of the exact same cutscenes that I see in MLB 22. MLB The Show 22. The exact same cutscenes. 2K. The halftime show has been the same halftime show for 10 years. Literally 10 years. The same goofy dances, the kids dancing, the same lady singing the national anthem before the game. Literally, I'm talking 2014 type stuff. I get it. I understand like the development cycle. You know what I mean? You ain't got but so much time, so you can't make too many changes. You gotta make the game on the same code and all. I get all that. But that's the nature of buying sports games every year. Personally, it should be every 2 years. But then they won't get the money they would get from us every year unless they charge us like a subscription fee to update the game. Maybe it'd be $60 subscription if I want to get the new updates and all that stuff. And personally, I'd probably be fine with that too, to be honest with you. But you want to understand that because, that's sports gamer logic. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. That's sports gamer logic, bro. But yeah. It's a good game. Madden is good. I don't think I've played a bad Madden. You know what I mean? I don't think I played a bad one. It's just mediocre. As a matter of fact, to perfectly compare it, and it's crazy because it doesn't have another football game to compare to, but when you compare a Sim sports title to the other Sims, you know what I mean? It still falls behind. That tell you how jacked up it is, to be honest with you. It's pretty bad. You know what I mean? I guess like NBA Live. NBA Live was, a weak product. And then, it just, when you playing games, better than 2K. You playing a competitor game better. It makes the game look even worse than what it is. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's the reason why Live ain't here today, man. So just can't compete. But that's my thoughts on Madden. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I guess there's so much I could say, but it's just I'm trying to make this video short, and it's just a lot to say. But let me know what y'all think in the comments section, man. Rome, I'm gone.